I watched my wife go through 3 miscarriages in the early part of our marriage. They happened to her. It was her pain, it was her disappointment, it was her fear. But they were my miscarriages too. I did not feel and hurt the way that she did. And honestly, because I'm not a woman, I'm not a mother, I have no idea of the physical and mental and emotional agony of a miscarriage, at least not the way that she does. But I hurt because she was hurting. I lost something too. The reason I'm saying this is because we are one flesh. Her problem was my problem because we are one flesh, and that's what I want to talk about in this podcast. This is Marriage Devotion number 6. His problems, her problems, our problems. Hello everyone, Rick Thomas here. We're helping people live effective lives. This is Marriage Devotion number 6, and the text that I want to present to you is something that Moses wrote a long time ago. It's Genesis 2:24, which many of you are familiar with. He penned these words, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." Now, I shared the illustration of Lucia going through a miscarriage. Let me share another illustration that communicates the same point. When someone murdered my brother in 1997, Lucia hurt along with me. Now, she didn't suffer the way that I did, but she did hurt because her husband was hurting. We are not two people acting independently of each other. We are one body. When I sin, no matter what it is, my wife has a responsibility in that sin. I mean, Lucia would never say, well, that's Rick's problem, that's his sin. Now, please understand what I'm not saying. It is our sin, but I'm not saying that she is guilty of my sin, and she does not have to repent of my sin, but she does have a role to play because she is me. I am her. We are one. When I sin, guess what she does? She runs to my aid. She's calling me out. She's caring for me. She becomes my discipler. She becomes my confidant. It's similar to when a briar cuts an arm. Let's say that your arm was cut. Well, guess what? Your entire body will run to your aid. Your entire body comes to the rescue because you are one flesh. Too often, when one marriage partner sins, the other acts as though they are not part of the one flesh union. This kind of marriage detachment is the Job's wife syndrome. The non-sinning spouse gets mad when the other spouse sins. Now, there is irony here. And the irony is that it means that both of them are sinning. When two people respond sinfully to sin, well, now they are both guilty before God and also before each other, and they both need to repent. It would be like cursing your arm when it gets cut. Well, that's weird. That's your body. It would be best if you didn't get mad at yourself when something happens to you. Are you following my logic? It is biblical insanity to get angry at your spouse when he or she sins. When part of the body rejects another part of the body, you have a problem. And if part of your body is rejecting part of your body, you better call the doctor. Or in this case, if you're unwilling to repent because you're mad at your spouse because he sinned, you might better connect with your pastor or some other competent helper, because you need help too. There is something wrong with the one flesh body. The question that I want you to interact with in this devotional is, are you a rescuer and a restorer, or are you a critic and a condemner of your own body? You will never be more tested on this than when your spouse does something that hurts you. Never forget that your spouse is an instrument the Lord uses to mature you. Now, we see this in Paul's warning about a person in sin and a person who helps a person in sin. I want you to listen to these 3 verses that I'm going to share with you, and I want you to note how much time Paul spends talking to the helper and how much time he talks about the person in sin. There are 47 words given to the helper, the one who is coming alongside. There's only 7 words given to the person who is in sin. Here is the text. Paul says this, "Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest you too be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, so fulfill the law of Christ. For if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he deceives himself." 47 words to the helper, 7 words to the person who is actually doing the sinning. If you don't see your spouse's problem as your problem, you won't be an active part of the solution, and your marriage will go to places where it cannot recover. Paul warned the restorers to guard their hearts against this kind of self-deception. This is marriage devotion number 6. His problems, her problems, our problems. Here's the question that I want you to work through. How would you characterize yourself as it pertains to your spouse? Are you more of a restorer or are you more of a condemner? Now here's a practical suggestion that will help you as you process this devotion and the question that I just asked you. Would you be willing to write down one area in which your spouse is weak and a realistic plan of how you can be part of God's restoration team? Marriage devotion number 6, his problems, her problems, our problems. If you would like to talk about this, please let us know. We would love to serve you. We have free community forums on our website. You can come there. You can chat with us. We would give you advice. It would be our joy to help. Thank you so much for watching the video.